What up? We're doing the Moogle Society quests unlock. I just got my culinary in to level 50 and I want to unlock this tribe quest, so society quest. Let's get to it. Goddamn Smoogles. They'd lose their bloody pom-poms if they weren't attached to their heads. I can't find my nuts, Kupo. Find my pebbles, Kupo. You want to know where your pebbles are? Well, I'll tell you right after I shove 'em up your bleeding. Oh, you're not one of them. Thank the gods. Finally, somebody capable of sensible conversation. You see, I was sent here at the Temple Knight's behest to teach stone's masonry to these creatures. However, as soon as I arrived, they bombarded me with menial tasks, and before long I found myself triapsing aimlessly across the churning mist. Oh, excuse me. I'll endure it no longer. It's time I bid good riddance to this place and its inhabitants. Madame, I'm loath to ask you to suffer such wretched company, but could you inform the one named Moogle that I shan't be returning? I dare not go myself, lest my temper get the best of me. Oh, it's down. Okay. I remember this guy. It's been so long since I've been here. Well met, adventurer. The Guard remains vigilant as ever. What brings you to Mogholm? A sudden craving for Kupo nuts? Huh. Another stonemason has gone home, Kupo. At least this one bothered to inform me, in a manner of speaking. Suppose I can't blame him for leaving. He was only trying to help us repair Zenith. They're sent here to survey the area and teach us what they know of working stone. Alas, the Moogles are more concerned with who can concoct the cleverest trick than who can build the sturdiest wall. They don't do it out of malice. It's just an impulse, like breathing or hiding. But the Guardians don't view it that way. So far, this is the 9th stonemason that's left us. I fear Handel Loop may be regretting his decision to help. As a representative of Mogholm, I must offer him an apology and an explanation. Adventurer, will you guide me to Ishgard so I might mend this situation? What a relief, Kupo. I tend to get terribly lost when traveling on my own. I trust your preparations are complete? Excellent, then let us be off. Oh, that's right. Greetings, Sir Handleloop. If it isn't Moogle Gukul and Yo, an unexpected visit, but a welcome one, for I have been hoping to speak with you of our Dalmatians. Each one has returned within a fortnight, more worth than the last. They claim the Moogles are proving to be less receptive to their teachings than they had anticipated. Sir Hendel Oop, my deepest and most sincere apologies, Kupo. The others only meant to make the Dalmatians feel welcome by including them in their mischief. They never meant to anger. I swear on my honor as a palm guard that it will not happen again. For the sake of friendly relations, I'm more than willing to put this misunderstanding behind us and begin anew. Alas, we have already sent you every stonemason we can spare, and I fear there is little hope in convincing any of them to return to Mogholm. You haven't sent every stonemason, my dear Handaloop. Lord Teresan, what brings you to the congregation? Let us dispense with the title, shall we? And surely you can surmise why I am here. Every one of those thin-skinned milk-tops was a pupil of mine. How would it reflect upon me if I let their negligence bring this project to ruin? Besides, this task came to us directly by the Holy See, and failure would result in my family becoming a laughingstock for generations to come. So as you can see, for both personal and familial honor, I must take up hammer and succeed where my students have failed. Alas, I am well past my prime. The hammer weighs heavy in my hand, and my mind dulls with age. Alone, I fear, I might fall victim to the clever deceptions of the Moogles, or my body might crumble under the stress of so much physical labor, perhaps with the help of a young, stout adventurer. One who has won the respect of the Moogles, one who is well versed in their ways. One with such a partner could this old man possibly hope to keep his honor from being sullied? Do you know any such adventurers, friend? Pray tell me you do. Didn't even give me a chance to say no. What courage! Do you see that, Handaloop? This strapping young lass put her name forward without a second thought. Truly you have brought solace to this tired old man's heart, my dear Yo. Gupo, I'm not sure I understand. Are you saying you and the adventurer will help us? Indeed, my furry little friend, you shall be well taken care of. Now our first order of business should be to gather all who are involved in the restoration moogle. I entrust that task to you, Yo, and I shall not be far behind. Before we depart, however, we have some work of our own to complete. You see, I mean to show the Moogles that they are not the only ones with a penchant for trickery. Come, meet me at the jeweler's closer and we can begin the preparations. Once again, it would seem our burdens have become yours. My apologies. For what it's worth, the Temple Knights will provide you with any aid you might require. For now, I suppose it would be best to follow Terrasen's lead. He is a wise man, although his methods can be somewhat unorthodox at times. Wouldn't it be cool if gatherers had, like, dashing and stuff? Maybe I'm asking for too much. So you're with Lord Terreson. Rest assured you'll have my full cooperation. I wouldn't dare go against his wishes. There you are. Before we begin, I would draw upon your knowledge of the moogles. Namely, I wish to know what foods they are partial to, for I believe therein we shall find the means to deceive them. So their makeshift economy revolves around these cuckoo nuts. Why, this plan practically crafts itself. Our next course of action is plain, and I believe you are just the last to rise to the challenge. For your hand speaks volumes that your words do not. They are the hands of a practiced artisan, much like my own. There is no need for humility, my friend. You are among peers, and as your peer, I would be honored to call upon your aid. I ask that you craft me a kupo nut, not a real one, mind you, but a fake which could fool even the most discerning moogle. As I have never laid eyes on a kupo nut myself, I must entrust this task to you. I require only one, which I shall use to make more. I believe with the proper application of dye and wax you can craft a kupo nut that will both look and feel like the real thing. Here, I believe these materials should prove sufficient. Now, I know full well that even the master has her failed attempts, and so I have instructed Mathieu here to provide you with far more material should you require them. How goes your work, yo? There's no need to rush. I would not want a masterpiece to be marred by a hasty hand. I'm gonna need to get the 51 level gear that's at the site for cosmic exploration because it's like a 10 level difference, but it makes all the difference for crafting. So this is a Koopa nut. Although I am not a moogle, I am certain that if I was, my stomach would be rumbling at the sight. Impressive considering the meager materials we had on hand. No doubt you are wondering what I plan to do with this. Do not worry. I would not dare spoil this surprise for you. For now, just know that I intend to make more. It may take some time, so pray go on ahead to the plaza near Zenith. I shall meet you there. Where are Mogzen and the others, Kupo? Welcome to Bar Lenzio. Truth be told, this place is even worse shape than I was led to believe. Well, I suppose even a fortress begins with but a single stone. My apologies, Lord Teresin. I urged the Mog Menders to meet us here, but they all claim to be busy with something or another. It may be a while before they arrive. Ah! Teresin will suffice, my dear moogle, and there is no need for apologies. From my understanding, the Mog Menders have laziness in abundance. While we are waiting, answer me one question. Who among them is the easiest to trick? That would be Master Zogson, without a doubt, Kupo. He was put in charge of the Mog Menders on account of his deft paws, but he falls for their tricks more often than not. One time he spent 3 days playing hide and seek while the others gorged on Koopa nuts. Such devilness. I doubt I can surpass so clever a ploy. Nonetheless, I must try. Moogle, I believe Yo and I can take over the reins from here. We shall have the Mogmenders hard at work ere long. You mean to out-trick the Mogmenders, Kupo? Fascinating. I had no idea you played tricks on each other down below. Of course. Look, I look forward to hearing of your victory. Oh, I do hope he hides his pebbles. When building a wall, we are taught that a single ill-placed brick can cause the whole structure to collapse. I believe this Master Mogzen may be our figurative loose brick. Now, let's us seek him out. He cannot be far. Again, flashbacks of doing all the side quests here. Could this be Mogzen? His bandana sets him apart from the others. Listen, is he muttering to himself? Nine stonemasons, Kupo. Surely they are praising my cleverness and Ishgard. How should I trick the next one? Oh, I know. A rare sickness which strikes once every 100 years and causes our pom-poms to Master Mogson of the Mogmenders, I presume. I am Terrison, freshly arrived from Ishgard. Forgive me for eavesdropping, but I overheard the mention of a sickness. Is there aught I need to worry about? You're here already? I mean, yes, a terrible incurable sickness has spread throughout Mogholm. One last seen over 1,000 years ago. Once afflicted, our wings grow heavier than stones. We can do nothing but lie on the ground helpless until it passes. I see, such unfortunate timing. Well, I suppose we must postpone our work for now. May you and yours be in good health soon. 'Tis a pity, truly. Whatever shall I do with all these Kupo nuts? Did you say Kupo nuts? Here? Now? Why, yes, I brought a veritable feast, which I meant to share with the Mogmenders as a gesture of goodwill. Alas, we shall have to wait. A sickness which comes once every 1,000 years surely requires proper... Did I say sickness? Perhaps I was mistaken. Yes, perhaps they weren't sick after all, just napping. How embarrassing. Luckily for you, however, that means the rest of us Mogmenders are hale and hearty. I'll summon them and meet you at Bars Less forthwith. By the gods, I was hoping for a bit more sport than that. Perhaps if he said Kupo nuts were a miraculous cure for the epidemic, I could have pretended to believe him. Well, what's done is done. Come, let us away to Bars Less to meet our new companions. Mogek and Mogmol are at the ready, Kupo. The others will be here before long, I'm sure. I told Master Mogson his story was unbelievable. If it didn't work the first 3 times, it won't work the 4th time, I said. Now I would thank you very much to present me with the Kupo nuts to teach Master Mogson a valuable lesson in honesty. You truly know a way to moogle's heart through his stomach. Now where are those Kupo nuts? As promised, I've gathered my most skilled Mogmenders. Now I believe there was talk of a feast. Indeed, they have the paws of true artisans. Now, for the feast, let me start off our relationship by offering this bounty to you. They look so plump and so juicy, Kupo, and all this for a little effort. As Master of the Mogmenders, I declare first privileges. That's not how Kupo nuts taste. It's a fake. How could something that looks so delicious be so disappointing? My dear Mogson, it seems the tables have turned. Indeed, these nuts were wrought by man, not born of nature. Even better than the real thing, yes? Well, besides the taste, of course. They're all fake. There's not even a real one tucked away inside, Kupo. Perhaps we should check once again, just to be sure. I dare say these would fool even Chieftain Moglin, and no one has ever been able to trick him. Truly works of art, Kupo. This is but a small sampling of our capabilities, friends. I have built towers and raised walls that rival the largest in the churning mists. Yes, even Zenith. You mean you can make Kupo nuts even larger than these? Larger than Zenith? Perhaps I could if I had the inclination. However, I offer you something better. Pledge your paws to me and I shall teach you how to craft aught you can imagine. Alas, I will make this offer only once, so what say you? Anything we can imagine, Kupo? Of course. We wear our pom-poms to be diligent pupils. Why, I'm ready to start repairing Zenith this very moment. That's the spirit I like to see. But we have a long road ahead of us, my moogle menders. Before we start work on the palace proper, I believe we would do well to begin by repairing this very plaza. What you learn here shall form a solid foundation for what is to come. I dare say we have earned their respect, and all we had to do was play by their rules for a short time. We have achieved what I hope will be the first success of many more to come. I know the Koopa nuts were fake, but my stomach still rumbles at the thought of them. If I were able to make my own, just imagine the Moogles I'd trick. You may have forced Master Mogzin, but who hasn't? I knew the Koopa nuts were fake from the moment I saw them. You have to try harder to trick the Mogmender's most brilliant Moogle. Perhaps if you use real Koopa cut nuts next time. I'm not sure if this works for quests, but whatever. Well, now that things have settled, I do believe formal introductions are in order. I am Mogzin, master of the Mogmenders. I never knew what a crafter was capable of until I saw those fake Koopa nuts. With even a fraction of such skill, I have no doubt that we could restore Zenith into its former glory. Still, I can't help but wonder what we could have accomplished had we listened to the other 9 stonemasons. Oh well, I suppose there's no use racking my pom-pom over the past. Besides, you and Teresin are so much more kind and patient than the others. You do plan to stay and teach us, right? We'll work every day until our paws are sore and our cheeks are flushed. I promise you that, Kupo. Piss off, Kupo. Together we'll rebuild Bar-Les, Kupo. Truly, Kupo, the others will be overjoyed to hear it. Mogmenders, let us go forth, tools and paw, and make Zenith shine once more. Paw. Hidden rocks, moving rocks. Thanks to your efforts, the restoration of Bar-Les has begun. Continue assisting the Mogmenders to see the repair of the plaza completed. Yeah. Mog eat mog. These Moogles have quite a refreshing attitude. They do not ask questions needlessly, nor do they make transparent attempts to curry favor. I have a feeling that you'll quite like it here. Greetings, Yo. Rest assured, we're working until our muscles can take no more, Kupo. Is there anything else? Oh, excuse me. Anything else you wanted? Okay. Well, I'm gonna call it here for now. That's only a half hour. It's not the end of the video. See you in the next part of the video. And the video continues with the first quest of many of the Mog tribe. Let's go. Yo, Terrasen has been looking for you, Kupo. There's an important matter we must discuss at once. Wonder what he plans to do about the Moogles. Yo, there you are. I must say, the attitude of the Mog Menders is much improved. They have mastered the basics of stone masonry more quickly than I had anticipated, and remain ever eager to learn. Once the rubble has been cleared, we can begin rebuilding. Therein lies our problem, however. I am afraid we lack the numbers to remove the debris on our own. I request aid from the Moogles of Asa, but I've yet to receive a response. Doubtless they are trying to avoid any kind of hard work. And so I would task you, my dear Mogson, with bringing them here. I give you leave to use whatever trick you can conceive of to get those malingering Moogles to Baron Lens. You want me to fool Moogles? I've never done that, Kupo. Not successfully, anyway. Excuse me. Do not be so quick to lose heart. You fail only because your ideas are half-formed, marred by compromise and poor planning. You must persevere in your efforts if you wish to succeed. It is as the words of my house state, by the 100th blow. For a single strike of the chisel merely scratches the stone's surface. It is only with constant effort that stone gives rise to bricks, to walls, and at last an impregnable fortress. Such is the power of will, of perseverance, of determination. Will, perseverance, determination, I will remember, Kupo. Yes, I'll craft a trick so cunning they'll sing songs of it throughout Mogholm. Aye, that's the spirit. You are a leader, and it's best time you took charge. Show the others that the Mog Menders are not to be trifled with. However, while I have great faith in Mogson, he has yet to meet his full potential, which is why I must ask you to accompany him, Yo. Ensure he does not slip back to his old ways. Give that pom-pom of his a firm shake if you sense his will is wavering. I'm sure there'll be no need for that, Kupo. Nevertheless, I would certainly appreciate the company. Well then, shall we be off? We should begin by speaking with Mogok, the Moogle in charge over at Asa. There he is, Kupo. He doesn't look to be up to any mischief. Perhaps there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for why the help hasn't arrived after all. Oh, if it isn't Master Mogzen and the adventurer I've heard so much about. I seem to recall a request of some matter from the Mogmenders. Oh yes, you required extra paws to help move the rubble. That's correct, Kupo. The request was made some time ago, and still not a single moogle has arrived at Bar Leds. We can't hope to make any progress without them. Ah yes, who could forget such an unusual name? Of course, I dispatched several moogles the moment the missive came, but I'm afraid I may have sent them to the wrong location. Awful hard to pronounce that name. You see? Why, I suppose they could be anywhere now, and without the provisions for a long journey. Oh, how dreadful, Kupo. All alone among these wild beasts, hungry and afraid. Curse my clumsy term. Curse it. Could you help me find them? Please bring me them something to state their hunger, and I'm certain they'll be most willing to help. Of course, an understandable mistake. I can scarce pronounce half the names I hear. Don't worry, Mogup. My companion and I will have that errant Moogles back here and safe post-haste. It wouldn't serve to go searching blindly, however, lest we become lost ourselves. No, we must discuss our strategy beforehand. Yo, let's confer down below. Damn, just about to do that. Alright. Little does Mogup know I've already fallen for this trick twice. Why trouble yourself to get your own food when a gullible Moogle will deliver it right to you? It would be a brilliant ploy if it wasn't so overused. And now we have our chance to, what did Theriston say? Turn the tables. If we can trick them into going to Bower Lens, I dare say they'd just stay just as a sign of respect. Mogup and his lackeys are a clever bunch, though. How could I possibly get the better of them? If only we could use those fake Kupo nuts. But by now every Moogle in Mogholm and beyond has heard of them, and rightly so. They are truly masterpieces, certainly not something I could ever hope to surpass. And there's no shame in that. Yes, why reach for the skies when a Koopa nut is hanging just within reach? Besides, Asa is far from Mogholm. I wager Mogup and the others have heard nothing of your fake nuts. Well then, I believe the matter is settled. No, not my palm, Kupo. I remember Terrason's words. Just keep your hands right where they are. I'll come up with my very own trick. I'll make Mogup think twice before trying to trick me again. Thank you, Yo. Terrason was right to have you accompany me. If you were not here, I would have just given up. before I remembered a special something that just might serve as the perfect tool for our trick. A very special something. I haven't got any myself though, certainly not in quantity required, but there is one moogle who might. Yo, come with me to Margholm so we can seek out the console of the alchemist Mugan. Yes, it's all falling into place, Kupo. Yo, my apologies. I had to pick something up from Bowerlands on the way. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long, Kupo. The mighty adventurer graces us with her presence again, Kupo. Oh, and greetings to you as well, Mogson. What brings you two all the way from Bowerlands? Mug Up is up to his old tricks, but I mean to take the upper paw this time, Kupo. For that, I require your most potent medicine. Most potent. Oh, and on a completely unrelated note, I bought you a gift. Well, I certainly can't just give you Kupo nuts, any larger than any I've ever seen, even more so than those of Chieftain Mogden's secret reserve. You've always been a stout supporter of the Mog Menders. I just thought I should express my gratitude. Of course, I understand, Kupo. I wouldn't dare decline a gift from you, Mogson. It is only a gift, yes? Why, Morgan, you win me. I would never intend for it to be anything else. Kupo. Lifting stones is dangerous work, and it would be dreadful if anyone was injured, especially so far from home. You shall have your medicine, Mogson. Practice caution, however. Use too much, and you may do more harm than good. I promise to be responsible, Kupo. Yo, I believe we are finished here. I'll meet you back at Azza after I finish some final preparations. I'll try not to be late this time. I have a medicine for whatever ails you, but you'd have to be awfully sick to use the medicine I gave Mogson. Well, it's nighttime. Finally, you're here. Monkup looks so smug, doesn't he? How goes the search? I've looked up and down, under every rock and behind every bush, and can find no sign of the poor moogles. All this searching has made me terribly thirsty, by the way. Now, I know how the others must feel. It's tearing me apart, Kupo. Log up, enough, I surrender. I must say, your every trick is more impressive than the last. This one was so impressive, in fact, that I bought a bounty of Kupo nut milk to give it to everyone. Ah, Mogzen's been outsmarted again, Kupo. You really must stop making this so easy. There's no sport in it anymore. However, we'll gladly accept these liberations as the just reward for your ingenuity. Time to call the others. Did you see Kupo? Moogup is none the wiser. He thinks that's just regular Kupo nut milk. But we know better. Oh, I can scarce believe that I, Mogson, am finally about to trick Moogles. Come, yo, Moogup will soon get his just desserts. Yo, quickly. Mugbuck and Mirrors are just about to partake in my special milk. Ooh, that's a line I never thought I'd read. Mogson has been tricked again, and not for the last time. In his humbleness, he has rewarded our surpassing cleverness with the bounty of Kupo nut milk. Drink deep, my friends, and bask in victory. Ah, there's nothing like a nip of milk after what is Kupo? Impossible, Mogson. He couldn't have. Heh, with what's in the milk, you ask? A few pinches of crushed cloud mallow seeds. In large enough quantities, they put muggles into a deep sleep. Once they're dozing soundly, I need only whisper in their ears to complete my plan. Look, yo, and bear witness to Mogmender's guile. A working Moogle is a happy Moogle, Kupo. A working Moogle is a happy Moogle, Kupo. From sun up till sundown, you'll work up a sweat with nary a frown. From sun up till sundown, we'll work up a sweat with nary a frown. What? Oh, friends, isn't it a perfect day for back-breaking labor? Who needs rest? Not I, Kupo. Who wants to sweat? Me. Sleepwalking. Or they're just fucked up, I don't know. Victory, Kupo. I doubt Mugup will dare try to trick me again after this. And now to reap the rewards. Let's return to Barlands and see what Moogles hard at work at can accomplish. Truth. Hey. A working Moogle, joy, sweat, so much sweat, my palm on it burns from sun up till sundown. Yo, it's terrible. We'll never get the rubble clear, Kupo. Mogok and the others began working eagerly at first, but they collapsed after carrying one rock between them. I know they aren't used to hard work, but this beggars relief. Perhaps all is not lost, however. When a Moogle's in such a sorry state, the only cure I know of is more cloud mallow. And I believe you can help with that, yo. Mount a mallow and sprinkle some puffs on these Moogles and their palms should perk right up. Just ask the Moogle guarding it to ride. I'll be looking to the skies. Perhaps a few errant puffs will blow my way, Kupo. Who knows how long they'll be lying there if we don't give them a little nudge, quickly ride the cloud mallow and shower them with puffs. I did not know this was a thing. Say no more. I know exactly why you're here. Just shake your rump a bit and rain mallow puffs on the poor Moogles, and they'll be back in tip-top shape. Hop on. I'm sure mallow can support your weight. Yo. Ah, I seem to recall being tired. Impossible, inconceivable. Why, I dare say I could clear the rubble myself. A working Moogle is a happy Moogle, Kupo. Whatever you two have gotten up to, it appears to have had quite an effect. The Moogles marched right into the plaza and set work rather vigorously. But are they resting already? The mellow puffs seem to do it, Kupo. If they keep up this pace, then the rubble should be cleared in no time. And what's more, now that I've hoodwinked a Moogle, I'm sure to earn some respect around here. I am the master of Mog Menders, after all. Terracin, yo, if not for your support, I would have given up long ago. To see my efforts succeeded at last, I've never felt this sense of accomplishment before. You have my thanks. Brilliant, my dear Mogson. Remember my words, and your conviction shall show through in the quality of your craftsmanship. I will. I most certainly will. Harrison, your words will guide me in both my works and my studies. Thanks to your efforts, the rebels have been cleared from Bar Lens. Continue assisting the Mog Menders to see the repair of the plaza completed. Yeah, precise touch. Okay, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you as always, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.